So I received an email from a girl who was trying to become a vegan. She really wanted to, but her parents, she was worried about what her parents were going to say. She said she's worried her parents were going to call her dumb. Um, so what do you do? What do you do if you are in a situation where either it's roommates or it's parents, in severe cases it's parents who don't want you to change your lifestyle habits? Maybe they don't think it's healthy. Maybe they don't want you becoming healthy because they want you to continue your cultural obligations of eating certain foods with them, or they want you to be able to eat at those birthday parties. They don't want to deal with this kind of what they conceive as social awkwardness of becoming a vegan. So what do you do? When I told I don't live with my parents anymore, but I can kind of identify with how you might feel. When I told my mom that I was becoming a vegan, she's actually going to medical school now, and she was very worried that I was going to be protein deficient, and that I was going to face all these health problems, and that it was like a serious thing. We needed to sit down and have a talk about it. So if your parents are logical, you can kind of talk to them about the health concerns of being a vegan. First off, if it is the health issue that they're worried about, you can most likely point out something in their health that is not kind of up to date. Show some equal concern. When they say, well, you're becoming a vegan, we need to talk about this, then you can squint your eyes and be like, well, Mom, Dad, I want to talk about this, but I think we should, if we're going to talk about my health, we should also talk about your health. You're 20, 30 pounds overweight, Dad. You eat a lot of high cholesterol foods. You eat eggs. You eat 5, 6 eggs in the morning in an omelet, and it's very high in cholesterol. I think that we should both go and get our levels checked as we continue on our diets, and let's try to get your cholesterol down. And if I'm short in anything, and I'll take supplements, I'll do whatever it takes. And if you're worried about me, let's both try to get healthy together. So you might have concerns about my vegan diet, but I have concerns about your animal food diet. So let's come in the middle. Mom, you're getting older. You're gonna go through menopause soon. Menopause is notorious for for leading to osteoporosis for women who are not properly nourished. I mean, they said 20 years ago that calcium was a really big deal, and that you need to drink a lot of milk. But times have changed, and the research has come out that high protein diets are one of the main causes of osteoporosis, because they lead to acidity in the body. And now the calcium is leached, which is it has a basic pH. It's leached from your bones, and it's used to neutralize the pH in your body from the high acids food, from the high acidity that your body has. Because when proteins are metabolized, when they're broken down, acid is a byproduct. So if you go on Harvard, or if you go on Harvard Medical, there's an article in there about osteoporosis. I'll put it in the links below, and how this high acidity leads to it. So there's all these things. You can talk about. Obviously, there might be other health issues, but the main concern is your parents aren't going to be the healthiest people in the world. Somebody who's unhealthy can't give somebody else health advice. And if you start pinpointing some of their health concerns, then that they already have, then they're probably going to tone down some of the health concerns that they have for you. But it might be a combative thing. Sometimes you might not want to get into those conversations, but then you're just going to be unhealthy. So you can just stay unhealthy and let your parents walk all over you and spoon feed crap into your mouth. Or you can kind of make a stand for yourself and start pointing some of their health concerns out, and maybe help them, even though it might be hard. But you got to do hard things with people you love sometimes. Another concern might be that becoming a vegan is going to be too expensive. They don't want to buy certain foods for you. So what you do is you got to be smart. You got to look at this as a kind of a business deal. Say, Mom, Dad, how much money are you spending on food every month for me? And then you say, well, you know what, let's go to the store and I'll make a list, and I'll make sure all the foods that I'll spend the extra time and make sure all of the foods that I get amount to a significantly lower price than you were paying for my standard American diet foods. I really think that eating plant-based products is even cheaper than eating what you eat. So what you have to do, though, is you might not be able to buy some of the organic products, some of the very the superfoods and things like that, but that's okay. I mean, anything moving to a more plant-based direction is going to be healthier than whatever you're eating before. So rice, for instance, rice is dirt cheap. That's why a huge part of the developing world, billions of people, live on rice. They live to be on very old ages on rice, healthy, strong in the farm, doing agriculture and just living really healthy lives. Read the China study. These people are eating root vegetables and rice and maybe very small amounts of meat into a broth. These cultures are thriving on cheap plant foods. Rice, about 5 kilos of rice costs $10. There's about 20,000 calories. That will feed you for 10 days. So between $5 and $10, or say it's $10 for 5 kilos of rice, that's $1 a day for all your calories from rice. And then you can incorporate some spinach, some fruits and vegetables in there in order to up your vitamin and mineral intake. But still, even if you're eating a peasant diet, it's going to be a lot healthier than the overdoses of fats and proteins that you're clogging your body up with. Okay, so you can talk to your parents on both sides. You can talk to your parents on the nutritional side, point out their flaws, point out their nutritional deficits. Ask them to get blood tests. Well, you get a blood test, Mom. See what your bone density is like. Have you been going in to check your breast cancer? Animal protein. Read the China study. It's contributes to breast cancer. Dad, Grandpa died of prostate cancer. You're eating this diet and it's going to contribute to prostate cancer. I'm worried about you. I'm healthy. I'm worried about you. You're the problem, not me. Okay? And then price. Price is the easy one because vegetables are cheaper than meat. It takes 10 times as much energy to make a calorie of animal meat or milk or protein or one calorie from animal products as it does 10 times as much as it does to make 1 calorie from plant products. So you got health, price, 2 ways you can just kind of get into it. And then you could say, oh, I want to learn how to cook. I'll be cooking more. If I can make my meals separate. And it's really not that hard. I can eat a lot of the things that you can. We do eat a lot of the same things. There's very small modifications. I'll help Mom in the kitchen. She doesn't really have to do anything else for me. She doesn't have to cook that much different. And why don't we all try to get healthy together? I'll eat separately. Maybe you guys can eat vegetables, fruits and vegetables once or twice a week with me, and then we can, and then maybe on the other days I can eat separate, or you can work it out. Just you gotta talk to your parents instead of being combative and being mean to them. Just be logical. Sometimes you have to take some tough stands and ask them the tough questions, but that doesn't mean you have to yell at them or be condescending or do anything that's gonna kind of make them vindictive and make them want to stop you from doing what you want to do. Anyway, that's my input on that. I hope I helped. If you have any more questions, comments below.